Live.
Shalawam, and we GMS Nolan. We're gonna come at you with a sit down here, man. Before we get started though, we're gonna give all praises and glory to Yahawah,
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 bahasham,
bahasham,
Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakahawadash.
the bonus to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, peace and blessing to the sins of Yakin pushing this truth. Our word, Shalom, keep pushing. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalawam.
Shalawam.
So yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. Some we pray that it'll be edifying, but we're gonna get into it what's going on this month. This is a big month for the for the alphabet crew, the Transformers, the Decepticons, whatever kind of label you got for them, but this is a big month, and now they're trying to turn into a big year, a yearly thing. But we're just gonna get into the madness that's going on, especially right here in Babylon, man. They taking this circus all the way up to the White House now, and Joe Beasy, you know who I'm talking about. He's smiling like a what they call it, a Cheshire cat. He's smiling from ear to ear to with all the madness that's going on. So it goes to show you, man, this man, Esau Edom, so-called white man, he loves these type of things, and he's the main one promoting this garbage on the earth. And we're just gonna point it out, and and get into it, and then we're gonna get on you Israelites too, man. Go with that order out.
You mind if I get a preset for you real quick?
Kind, you got it.
Because we know that this is a perverse man. He's wicked and estranged from the womb. He does everything clean contrary to righteousness. And as it says in Daniel chapter 11, verse 37, neither shall he regard the power of his fathers, nor the desire of women. This man doesn't desire women, hence why he pushes all these abominations out here. Every type of sexual preference and so-called kink out here to go around everything but what? Dealing with women naturally, how the order was meant to be dealt with, dealing with the woman and reproducing and creating a family and having everybody in their set biblical traditional, gen
Mm-hmm.
DER roles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's all stemming from Esau Edom, you know, the man who's in charge right now, the whole planet. And like the brother brought up, he has no desire for men. So like he has desire for men, but not for women, you know. And here it is, that's why he put the man against the woman against the man, But we're gonna get into it with the article, We're gonna get more into this dog here in a minute.
It
Yeah,
says,
you have my okay, kind, you got it.
it says, uh, TRANS influencer who flashed fake breasts at Biden Pride event banned from White House. And this is a woman, and this is a man. This is total confusion, total
It's flip
madness.
flopped.
Yeah,
What
Mm-hmm.
you think it is flip flopped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so here it is. You have the one with the short hair is a biological woman, and the one with the long hair is a biological male. And that's what this man does. He creates confusion throughout the earth, man. The scriptures say the Most High, He's not the author of confusion, but who is though? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And as you see, looking at this messing with a person's mind right here. But you got it on the article though.
kind of says the Gateway pundit reported on three TG activists who displayed their topless chests at a White House Gibbet Pride event hosted by Joe Biden over the weekend. Abomination influencer advocate Rose Montoya posted a video to TikTok on Monday showcasing the disturbing moment of breast bearing just moments after meeting Biden. And that's Rose, a dude.
Okay, and here's you niggas president, man, that you love so much. What they used to call him, Moneybag Joe.
Yeah.
But Moneybag Joe is keeping company with sodomites, man. So where's Jake now? Why you ain't uplifting this man like you was, before when he was sending out the dollars now, and this what this man had the whole time, to turn you into a flame, you know. You got. Oh, you want to say something, Kaya?
Khan.
Mhm.
Look at this, man. Use the little mouse and circle them right quick. Cause when I say this, I won't be talking directly to these two devils right here, man.
That's not letting me show the mouse.
It's not letting you do it. But look at the pride and the arrogancy in which they push this thing to the forefront, in which Barack Obama has signed executive orders, because he's basically your TRANS president. All right. He forward the
Mhm.
agenda. A lot of things happened under his regime. Okay. All right, as he was inaugurated, and he's an African, of course, right? But it's the agenda that they pushing forward, man. All right, his nationality is not, he's not an Israelite. He's an African American, man, so-called, well, African, right? So, but it's the pride on this devil. And he just fell the other day, too. Look at him. I wish you had the mouse to just circle him. He just fell, man.
Mhm.
All right, but it's the pride of these people in which they push it on people, right? And promote it, right? This the word? Yeah. Look at it, right?
Mhm.
Well, it's the first. What the president position is, like the woman is the first. His wife is the first lady. He's supposed to
First
be
lady.
the.
Commander
He's
in chief.
supposed to be the spokes, huh?
Commander in chief.
Yeah. So this is your commander in chief right here, man. And his first lady is supposed to be a regular lady, but this look at his first lady right here. He's smiling more with this thing right here than he do with his regular wife, man. You
Gun.
see, he got that Joe Biden smile. Check him out. But this is pride, real quick, and you got it. Somebody, I won't be long. It
Mhm.
says unreasonable self-esteem, especially as one of the deadly sins, man. All right, haughtiness, overbearing treatment of others, okay, with the love of the overbearing on display. So that's why I wanted the brother to get it close, all right? So the love of sodomy and the violence of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? It's just all the way out there, man. You see? This is
Mhm.
10, Sirach 10 and 12. It says the beginning of pride is when one departed from God and his heart is turned away from his maker. You got it, Salaki, brother.
Gun. Yeah, and that's one of the precepts I had too.
All right.
And probably yeah, gun.
Salaki.
Yeah, it's all good though. But yeah, and when a man started, getting filled with pride, that's when he departed from his maker. And primarily, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Esau Edom, he's in his natural habitat, man, being immo, a mole lover, you know. So look at him. He's all smiles. He glowing. He's like a hog and slop right now. But you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, when you start to depart from your maker, that's when pride sets in. And like the brother said, what was that you brought up about the sin of pride? What number was it? Was it the number one you said? I forget
Oh,
exactly what you said.
you talking about the definition?
Uh huh.
It
Yeah, can you read
says
that one again?
the love of display. Oh, it says unreasonable self-esteem. Oh, especially as one of the deadliest sins.
Con. And yeah, it says it's one of the deadliest ones, and our people partake full heartedly in that, man. We see him out there too. Believe me, Jake is out here involved in this crap too, man. We saw him this past Saturday, in they hot pants, and they suspenders on with, no drawers on, just having a good time, man. And so Jake, he's all with this man's agenda. That's why the scriptures point out saying, "You are your father, the devil, man." For the lust, because he lusted, man. He lusting after little boys, men flesh. This is what Esau Edom, does, man. He's in his natural habitat right now. If I can get that Second Thessalonians, and we're gonna
Con,
keep
I
it
got
pushing. We're
you.
just gonna keep bringing it out. So like, yeah, we're gonna keep bringing it out and point it out. Who's in charge, who's pushing this, and like I said, we're gonna get into it on you knucklehead Israelites, man. We're gonna let you know you ain't off the hook either. You know, he has not given you permission to sin, roughly paraphrasing. So you can't just do what you want to do because Esau Edom makes a law. No, you still bound by these laws, statutes, and commandments and these ordinances, Jake. So don't forget that. You got it.
If I could say too, I was looking at the last name of that thing Biden was with, and the last name was Montoya. That sounded like a Northern Kingdom last name. That could have very well been one of the tribes. And a lot of you Northern Kingdoms out there, and you Southern Kingdom too, are weenie boys out there. So, as the brother was saying, hey, y'all aren't exempt from the laws, statutes, and commandments. And as we saw this past weekend, Jake was, as our elder always says, when Jake gets into something, they master it and exceed in it. And we can clearly see that with our people out here. When we see our people involved in these activities, they do too much with it. They look like they were the originators of it. That's how deep Jake gets entrenched in these things. But this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Okay, yeah, and to say for that day, it shall not come. It's talking about the day of the Lord, man. He's coming back to put an end to all this BS. We can't count on Jesus to come through and handle it. If anything, Jesus to come back, he's going to encourage it. He's going to gather all the, the transformers, and create a 144 trans army, But we waiting on Yahawashi to come back to put stop all this madness, man. And it says that the Son of Man be revealed, and he's being revealed in this time, man. And we see who he is in the flesh, as you see him, because Esau Edom, he's setting the laws in the earth. Is Pedro doing it? Is Blackfoot doing it? What about Jamal? Nah, it's Esau Edom, man. He sets the tone in the earth. He sets the laws. He amends the laws. He breaks the laws. And all that. He's the one in control, man. So we point out who the man of sin is. And when you're the man of sin, that means you want to push your, ideology, your wine and your philosophies on everybody else, and that's what he's doing with this demon month,
Hey, he pushing P. Salaki, brother. He pushing P literally. And you know what the P for? I just read it in the online etymology, man. He literally pushing P, man. Nah, Jay got the lesson. I mean, you pushing P, but that's what he's doing. You got it, bro.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
Oh, you got it, bro.
I was gonna say, yeah. Further down, it talk about Yahawashi coming, but that's probably what you meant. But where it said for that day shall not come, right there, that's talking about us falling away from our heritage. In that verse 3.
Hold on, let me see.
Okay. Yeah, further down, it talk about the day the Lord comes, kind. But right there, it's talking about us falling away from our heritage. But shit, we can clearly see that's the case. Our people, especially in that alphabet group, they've fallen way far away from their heritage. They at the complete opposite of what it means to be an Israelite.
We go to verse 4.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he is the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Good, yeah, and that's what he does. He opposes him and exalted himself, man, above all. By how you doing that, man, with his philosophies and with his laws. He's pushing it out there that, forget the law, statutes, and commandments. It's about him. Follow his laws, his statutes, commandments. They the way of life, which in reality is a death style, not life, man. This is what this man pushes. He pushes death upon the people. And that's what he does.
Yeah, two men together can't create a life. Two women can't either. Is the idea that there's an alternative lifestyle that doesn't produce life? That doesn't even make grammatical sense.
Yeah, so he sits in the
How did
temple
these
like
transformers get here?
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. There's no transformer that has transformer parents. Everybody's parents is a man and a woman. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what he does, man. He sets the laws. He sets the tone in the earth. You know, who else? Who else could it be but E, man? You know, let me get that Isaiah 10:1.
Okay. I got a quick one to back what you just said. Let me get that
Mm.
Isaiah. This Sirach chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Oh, can you read that over, Salaki?
This Sirach chapter 10, verse 2. As the
Mm-hmm.
judge of the people is himself, so are his
Mm-hmm.
officers, and what manner of the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yeah, because look who's in charge, man. E, you know, hey, so is the judge, so is the officers. Look, everybody you look around is a sodomite, man. You know, it's a big, heavy spirit in the earth. Like you said, when Obama came in, you know, that just pushed it to the forefront. You know, so as Esau is, everybody else gonna be. You know, he want to make everybody just like him. How you gonna be comfortable if everybody's straight and you ain't straight, man? You know, so he needs to push that agenda on other people. And then he has to have a book that's out called the Mo Agenda. You know, and like you're saying, what is that man who says if he was the devil, he would do this and he would do that. You know, he
Paul
would
Harvey.
put things. Paul Harvey, yeah, that's his name. You know, and sure enough, he told on himself. That's who he is, man. You know, and he's doing it. You know, whether he's putting stuff in the water, you know, the hormones. You know, he's changing the hormones, putting chemicals in it. Forget turning the frogs gay. You know, a G. He wants to turn you, man. That's just an experiment. You know, and that's what he's done. And as you see, because it's been a sheer explosion. It's like they came out of nowhere, man. Like I said, it's like on every corner there's somebody out here, man. You know, that's in that type of death style. You know, it's no longer a lifestyle. You know, it's straight death. You know, and he loves it. He loves it to the T, man. But
If I could say,
oh, okay, yeah, say, but
oh,
that's who he is. You know, the people are just like they want to be just like E now, man. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got it.
I was just gonna say, hey, yeah, Salaki for what I said earlier. You were right, Samaki, on that day shall not come first. I got tongue twisted when I was reading it. I was reading the next part, the except there be a falling away first. But you were right on the first part. I got tongue twisted on it.
Oh, so like it's all good, bro.
Okay.
You know, I thought, but you know, it's all good. It's clear.
Yeah, I was
Just
reading.
bring it out and then explain it the right way out. Like it. Y'all
Okay,
better just bring it out and explain it because it's kind of confusing, bro.
Kind. This is that 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3 again. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. And again, that's it's like
Okay, yeah, that's the talking about the day of the Lord, man. You know, and he's like I said, bro, earlier, he's coming back, whether you believe it or not. You know, you can believe whatever you want to believe, Jake. You know, it's in the scriptures, black and white, man. What the deal is gonna be, and he's coming, man. The day of the Lord is at hand, and you got the rest out.
This is where I got tongue twisted. Except there come a falling away first. So hey, that day of the Lord is going to come after what? The falling away from us being a nation, and that man of sin, the son of perdition being revealed, who were our nation fell away, and what? The man of sin, the son of perdition, who tries to exalt himself above the Most High, has been revealed to be Esau, Edom, the wicked and the devil and Satan that the Bible speaks of, who does everything clean contrary to the ways of righteousness, to the ways of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. So,
Right. A fulfillment of that as well. Like you said, he do things clean contrary, which is a wisdom of Solomon too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's a difference. And guess what? He turned the good things to evil of use. And like the brother said, he doing that to people, man. All right. Because a person supposed to be origin, man is a man, a woman is a woman, but he's changing the use of things, right? As it says in that Roman, as I have with you too, man. All right. This man want to cause, he have the imagination, all right, or the inventions in his heart to change everything from its natural use. All right. It's not just the people. It's not just animals. This man have a diabolic mindset. It's not just animals. He want to change the food, all right, from its natural use, from the original way to GMO. You got it, what?
I got that in Sirach if you wanted it.
Come, you got it. And then
It's,
Samaki got it. Samaki got it. I just wanted to add on to what Rahayu was saying. This devil gonna take it to another level. But you got it, Samaki. Salaki, bro.
It's Sirach 39 and 25. It says, "For the good or good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, bread, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil."
And that's what exactly
Nigga contaminated everything.
Yeah, he, like I said, he put his evil, his plans on everything. He touched everything, the minds, the food, the clothing, everything. Everything has to go away here in Babylon, man. He destroyed everything. Nothing is sacred, like they like to say, when Esau has touched down, man, he done his thing as this American devil, man. And he's gone gone wild, man. Putting it lightly. And it's just not enough that he does it here in America. He has to push it all over the world.
Democracy.
Yeah, God, he has to do it all over, man. You got to get down with him, and that's it. If you don't like it, he's gonna make laws to where he's gonna outlaw where you can't choose what you want to be, man. You say, well, you know what? I don't like being this. Well, guess what? We be here any longer. He's gonna change all that. You want a man gonna have to be with a man, a woman gonna have to be with a woman, and that's what he has in mind. But all praise to YAHAWASHI, this man's gonna go down here soon, man.
Hey, when we identify ourselves, he even changed the use of that. Like, we can't, we gotta, he want Jake to identify as neutral. I don't know yet. It's like, what are we doing? He puts the peer pressure on you, right? Of, all these people are stepping it, right? That's why it's a governing self-esteem thing. All these people are stepping it, but you not. And guess what? That make you look like the outcast, man. All right? You're going against the regular way of things. That's why Paul Harvey said, and it surely came to pass, that he's going to make swinging more fun than marriage. Just regular man or what? Swinging is, you're going to make marriage boring and make swinging fun. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Yeah, and that's what he said, man. That's what the devil does, man.
Ain't a bad.
Yeah, he perverts everything, man. Can I get it that Isaiah 10 and 1? Whoever got it?
Mind if I make a point to back up what y'all both just said?
You got it.
Hey, the brother Ayash in the Mississippi camp always bring it up. It's like, once you're able to pervert and pervert sexuality, natural like sexuality between a man and a woman, once you get people to accept that, they willing to accept and do anything.
Yeah.
It's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
So destruction to the people who write unrighteous decrees. And like I brought out earlier, man, Esau Edom, he's the one writing these unrighteous decrees. Men can marry men, women can marry women. You can marry a dog, a cat, a horse, and that's what he's doing. He's ruling and he's taking full advantage of it right now. And he looks at you some type of way if you bring it up and say, you know what, I don't agree with that. I don't believe in that. He feels some type of way about it. He said, you're not civilized, you're not advancing if you don't believe in, pedophilia, or you in the bestiality, man. You a caveman, let him say it. You living in the old days. When it's all just straight out wickedness, man. He's a man of deep lust, man. You know, and what's the word I'm looking for? He's all about fulfilling his own lust, and desires, man. He's a beast of the field, man. Void of law, statute, and commandments, man. And this is what you get when you got somebody like E that's profane outside the temple, man. This is the outcome you get. Just walk out your front door, look down the street, and you just see all the degenerates just walking around, man. Men 7 feet tall and in heels, with halter tops on, That's what happens when with a man like E in charge, bro. It's just sickening to look at. And
I got you, son.
get that Romans. Okay, we get yours and then
You get that Romans. I'm holding the Romans. I'm gonna go to Romans too. But now, man, you could see the paradigm shift in which this man put in the minds of the people on the earth, how he defiled it, man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He have turned the bitter things for sweet, man, and the sweet things for bitter. Right. He have changed the original way, right, for a way that's not conducive to production. It's not productive, it's counterproductive. All right. But the thing is with our people are so dumbed down, man, to where they can't even see the total, like the way that our people interact on a intelligence level is just, they just completely bitten, man. All right. It's like you'll be like, you're accepting that, and then you'll really get into why they're accepting it, and they can't even really give you a real answer. They like that. This is, this is the way it is now. We just living in different times. What do that mean? Right? Times change, days and weeks, but a man is still a man the next day. That's the God-given way, man. That's why they call this place a God-forsaken place, man. All right, a woman is still a woman tomorrow, man. Okay, but they put it as if it's an identity crisis going on, right? They play on the minds of the people. But this is Deuteronomy 32 and 31. It says, for their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. For their vine is the vine of Sodom and the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of apes. You gonna get it?
You'll say, hey, their rock is not our rock, man. They when they get down to it, they worship Baphomet, an androgynous, a man and a woman, pretty much, or what is it? Or has no parts. It blurs the line between man and woman. I forget exactly what the Baphomet is.
Yeah, it's both genders.
It has breasts like a woman.
It's both genders. Hey, good point. Even they gods are bi, or whatever. Like it's like, bro, we know our Lord is a man. Like, we clearly know, and there's no jingle between that. Like, it's like, nah, our Lord, even the woman that was created by the man, an Israelite, knows that our God is a woman, but they are led to say God is a woman. Who invented that? Who put that thought in their mind like that, man? All right, to even go, well, who God Grandma is? It's like, this man is I'm gonna read that last verse again. It says, their wine, a gender sensitive translation of the Hebrew Bible is, oh, come on, bro. Look what we gotta say. Look how we gotta say it. Anyways, it says their wine, you can put that back up. Their wine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of apes. You got it out.
And hey, just go back to that poison, man. You know, that philosophy, that wine, and the biggest wine on the planet that's being pushed hard right now is the Sodom that the brother brought in that precept, man. You know, they vine in Sodom, you know, so guess what? They wine that they pushing right now is Sodom too. You know, they all about getting you to bend and transform it into their way of thought, you know? And like I'm saying, with this Pride Month, man, you know, it's all about just casting demons on you out here. You know, putting that nasty, unclean spirit on you in your mind. You know, you can let it hatch in your brain. You know, open you up to other unclean spirits, man. And that's what this man is doing. He's doing all kind of witchcraft and being the biggest sodomite on the planet. So like, you know, he's pushing it to the max, man. He, like I said, he know he had but a short time, so he's gonna do it all, man. You know, if we was to be here even longer, like the brother brought up before, it'd be like back in Greek days, man. He just be walking around here with little boys, you know, as his wife. You know, he have little toddlers in his lap, you know, butt naked, just sitting at the bus stop, man. You know, but we wrong though for pointing this out. And then all you, especially you dirtbag 2/3, man. Y'all fucking try to get on us about calling out your papa Esau. You know what he doing ain't right. We don't care what kind of hard looks you bring up to the camp. You know how much you fuss and cuss and spit. We don't care, man. We gonna point out who it is and who's spreading this BS all over the planet right now. So the hell with you niggas.
Got
Yeah,
a
you can.
precept for you.
I
You got it.
just want to say real quick. You could tell who someone worships by who they get offended when you talk about. You know, when you talk
Mm-hmm.
about the nigger woman, Jake get offensive, Jake get sensitive and touchy. When you talk about Esau, Jake get all
Mm-hmm.
offended and touchy. But then when it comes to people blaspheming the name of the Lord, putting the commandments aside, Jake is not hot about that at all, man. Jake is not
Mm-hmm.
offended. Jake ain't making videos like, look at these guys, they destroying the name of the Lord. They don't care about the name of the Lord. But when you talk about E and Eve,
Mm-hmm.
Jake losing, man. That's who we worship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like where all these Negroes on these TikTok videos and you know YouTube shorts, they ain't posting no clips about the alphabet boys out here in hot pants and hot shorts, you know, just twerking out there in the middle of the street. Nothing. But they quick to take a clip of us though, you know, and try to slander us. You know, because you when it boiled down to it, you niggas hate righteousness, man. You know? And you gonna get yours here real soon, Jake. You know? I believe somebody Ryan, you had a precept?
Kind. Hey,
You got it.
and the reason they get hot when we talk about it and don't do responses because they switch hitters themselves. They still
Mm-hmm.
hiding and creeping out at night to go deal with some peanut butter. But this is Nahum chapter 3. I'm gonna read verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, and we know as pursuant to Revelation 17 that mother of harlots is Babylon, but here it's talking about Nineveh. But we know America is also spiritual Assyria and Nineveh as well. The mistress of witchcrafts, which, as you were saying earlier, this is all witchcrafts and enchantments out here. It's been making the rounds. What that PRIDE month sign means when you put it together. It says demon in the middle, and then when you
Mm-hmm.
take the PR and the TH and put that together, prith, it literally means to cast and enchant and bring about demons, conjure up demons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The mistress of witchcrafts that selleth the nations through her whoredoms and the families through her witchcrafts. Disney doing it, Hollywood, social media. A Target was doing it before they got backlash. They're literally pushing this onto the world stage and especially going hard after the children to get their minds, enchanted by this madness.
Kind. I mean, like the brother say, with the witchcraft going on, this has to be it when you can just walk in Target and you got a whole section of tuck clothing, you know, You got Piedmont onesies. You know, who sits around in their right mind and say, you know what, this place is gonna go on another 50, 100 years, man. You know,
Mm.
you can clearly see this is it. You know, because it's nothing safe. Even they even got Bud Light. You know, that wasn't even safe. You know, so this is clearly it. You know, there's no more debating, nothing.
It's beginning to become uncomfortable for the men of the Lord. And when Lot, when you read about it in you know in ancient accounts, when Lot's
Mhm.
soul was vexed within him, what happened? It was a rescuing of Lot, because he said that world vexed his soul from day to day. Now think about it. We seeing things 10 times greater than what Lot seen, man. We're saying
Mhm.
reverse people and shit like that. Like we know, you know, it reached to the skies, but when you read about those accounts, you don't read about the things they're doing in this time. The things that our forefathers saw in this time was like, it was like, God damn. All right. Okay. We potentially could have been not, we speak as men when we say this, but we like to think there was a little bit more order in Lot time, which there's no order in Rome, but it was a little bit more order and things, happening around Lot time. But now, like the vexation or the filthiness of these modern days, it's like us men on this phone, like we don't even care to go. Like we gotta turn our head from matters, and it's like a righteous man don't want to turn his eyes from something. He want to scatter it. He want to pull the wheel over it. It's not a righteous, and they be like, well, why y'all upset? Like they're not doing y'all nothing or this or that. What you permit, you promote. We want to scatter the wheel over the evil. We want to do something about it. All right, and that's the spirit of the Lord. And that's why the Lord let it reach this high like this so he could judge it.
Mhm.
Because the more wickeder it get, the stronger the hand of the Lord or the wrath of the Lord gonna be. And that's what people don't understand. Go ahead, why you got it, brother?
Yeah, it's everything you said. Apostle Peter summed it all up. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 6. It says, "And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly." All right, putting the wheel over them, scattering them. And it says, "And deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked." That word conversation is anastrophe. The behavior of these filthy people is vexing to a righteous man. It says, "For that righteous man,"
Lewdness.
yeah,
The
lewdness.
lewdness of they get off the trolley by us, brother. We be really wanting to pack up, take the signs, and go inside. We don't even want to talk about God no more, brother. It's so vexing. Like, but obviously we move in a spirit, but there's been times we literally have packed up and be like, you know what? Fuck, or whatever, bro. Like, let's just go, man. Cause there's so much vexation, bro. But that's the anger of the Lord coming, because when the Lord put the prophets up, judgment coming. Go ahead, you got it.
God, it says, "For that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. Yahweh knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished." That's what's going on right now. The Lord he's reserving the unjust for punishment, and he's gathering his elect to deliver us away from this madness.
Mm-hmm. And yeah,
Hurt.
like I said, it supposed to have been an example. But guess what? He just said, you know what? Let's forget about that history. Let's forget about the scriptures. I could do it better, And you just don't know what happened back then to the 5 cities, man. It's gonna happen here. You on a crash course to a nuclear ICBM missiles, man. This place has to go out in the same way with that fire and brimstone. And let me get to the.
I got that Romans.
Okay, Con. We'll get a little bit of that and a few more. So,
I got one for you too.
okay.
Yeah, man. That's what Jake don't understand. Why we tripping on it, right? Because Jake like, well, as long as they don't come by me and do it. The thing is, man, we have daughters and sons growing up in this society, man, which is swayed with the internet. They sway with the way the shift and a paradigm shift for which things is going, man. All right, the world is raising our children. Okay, so you start to look at the generations behind us and different things like that. That's not gonna be another generation if this actually fully gets implemented, man. That's what Jake don't understand. They don't see the outcome and the steps in which the direction in which this is going into, man. All right, you got to call it out. On top of calling it out, you got to pray to the Lord, judge it, man. All right, that we'll ourselves don't fall victim. Soon it's gonna be a crime to call yourself a man. It's gonna be a crime to say I'm a man. Like I ain't with this. Like you're gonna get persecuted to the fullest, man. All right, but this Romans 1, man, all this I start at 4. I mean 24, because you know this is all we've been talking about. My bad, bro. It says 22. Romans 1, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like the corruptible man, and to birds, and to 4-foot beasts and creeping things. Wherefore our power also gave them up to uncleanliness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
God. So yeah, Most High gave you up to your own uncleanness, man, through your own lust. You know, you want to do you. That's the whole thing in Babylon, man.
Do you?
Do what you feel. You know, who cares what anybody's, you know, step on anybody's toes, whatever you take to get to the top. You know, just please all your you know, do all the pleasures that you want, man. That's what Babylon pushes. So the Most High gives you over to that unclean spirit, man. And here you are out here sashaying and twerking in the street, man. You know, with other men on you. You got it?
Yeah. Who changed the truth of our power into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Yeah, and that's what you niggas do. Man, that's what y'all do. Y'all worship the creature more than the creator. You know, oh, he's brave, you know, for coming out, you know, he or she. You know, you brave, you know, you powerful, you know, things of that sort, you know. But you don't say, hey, look, you know, the Most High created all this, man. You think you think just because of Jamal, Pedro, you know, and all them are walking earth, you know, and a physical fit, you know, they form, because most of these sodomites, they chiseled up, you know, and the people go crazy and they worship that, but you don't look back and say, hey, the Most High created that, man. You know, you just think, oh, it was just of your own will, your own doing. No, we have a potter, you know. Like, you got it.
Yeah. How can someone actually empower you to come out and say I am a man, to come out and say I'm in full love with another man? How can somebody empower you to do that, man? How can that even be in your spirit? Like, it's like, and you looking at him, you know, he in that August Alsina mode of spirit. He in a what? But yeah, I respect him because he came out. Well, first of all, you should already be out. We already men. It's already out there. A man, everything was created on the outside of him, man. You know, even when you go down to some of his privy members and shit, it's on the outside of him already, man. So his outward image is what he is, man. All right, now, yes, we work within the spirit, but a man is, you can see a man, you can tell a man from his members and different things. You see the image of him, man. He don't have to come out of nothing, man. Why a man have to come out of himself to be himself? All right, you know, overall, like, it's like, nah, the inner man is the man already. Really, what's coming out of the man is what the man is already is. That's why the Lord, like, let a fresh man come out of you. You know, technically, you still a man if you made in the image of the Lord, right and upright and just and devout. the proper thing is going to come out, man. But men got to come out and change. They say, oh, I've been fighting this for years. A man don't fight within himself, man. A man knows who he is. He knows his creator.
Okay.
It says, for this cause, our power gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women, they changed the natural use into that which is against nature.
Okay. So yeah, the Most High gave you up to them vile affections that you're doing out here. You know, especially talking about in this verse, you women laying down with each other, man. You bull. You know what I'm saying? We used to call them back in the day bull D's. You know, that's a vile, unclean spirit you got on you. You lusting after another woman. There's nothing advancing or strong or courageous about that. You know, you a sick degenerate out here. You know? And we don't care what Esau say, what kind of law he changed to say otherwise. You know, you Israelite, you going off.
Yeah, it's so bad to where the men on men done took the scene so bad to where Jake nowadays will say a woman on a woman. Oh, that like you got a problem with that? Jake could tell us that. Like, oh, that's just regular. Like, you know, but it's like how that's regular, and then the opposite sex, they you like, well, you know, that's kind of Jake ain't supposed to respect it, but like Jake completely looked past. Oh, I take two women on women, like you know that's kind of that ain't nothing. Like it's like, bro, like it's all defiled, you know. But that's how you know the level in which things have increased, have surpassed particular things, man. Wickedness is one up in wickedness, man, in this society, bro. It says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one towards another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was meat.
Yeah, and how that comes in that era, man, with HPV, HIV, AIDS, monkeypox, you know. So you men, you out here, you left the natural use of a woman, man. You said it's better to be with a man. That's what Jake has said now. You go to what's the face, Atlanta, you got whole nightclubs of just 6-7 foot tall men looking for other 6-7 foot tall men, you know?
Oh man.
You know, and you go a bourbon, ain't no telling what you're gonna run into down there. You know, you got a whole put it like this, Bourbon Street is it's hell. Yeah, I'll put it like that. That's the best way I could put it, man. You don't know what you talking to down there on Bourbon Street, man. And yeah, we could just, I guess we could bring out a few little points on this infographic here, and then, but as you can see, man,
we don't have to read it. We just
yeah, yeah. As you
we'd have to edit every word of this. We'll just
we can only say 23%, and that's it.
Yeah.
Even the use of the rainbow, brother, is this he defiled that, brother, with this. Like it's bigger than just like, bro, the rainbow represent life. Like it's you know, the Lord was like, he's not, you know, it's a sign or a signet, all right, that came out after the flood, concerning in which, you know, the Lord had just did away with debt, right? And it also marked like a new beginning in which, you know, the Lord had promised and a covenant to himself that he wouldn't end the world in that way no more, which again, what comes after death produces life, right? Because even when you die, you make the spiritual transition. You die in a physical, but what? You go to your spiritual body. So even for him to take the rainbow, right, out of all things and put that as a signet or a sign to do this folly, man, it's like, goddamn, bro. Like who? Like, come on, bro.
you like really throwing in the Most High face, like, look, I took this and now I got it, you know?
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
I could say, if I could say
it's
real, if I could just say real quick, just to back you up, Kaya, what event took place before the Most High made that covenant in the sky of the rainbow? The flood, and that was the
that.
first death. And we're coming into the second death. And brothers always say people are exhibiting flood-like behavior. So best believe that spirit of sodomy was heavy during Noah's time. One of the major reasons to bring in the flood. So you just completely disregard that and take this beautiful sign the Most High made, signifying that He wouldn't do flood the world with water, and then you just make it into one of the things that the world was flooded into water for, as a prideful boasting of it.
Yeah, yeah, you mocking. That's why I said the Lord is not mocked. Because remember, these things, like the good of use of things, right? He have turned them into evil. The Lord is not mocked. The Lord see you using his rainbow, all right, which is a glory of, it's a glory unto the Lord. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it. This is Rock 43:11. It says, look upon the rainbow and praise him that made it. Now, the devil got the, he used the rainbow because the men of the Lord, in a roundabout way, we understand the rainbow and the use of it with his foot. We don't kind of put it out. We got just respect it, the ordinance of it. We just have a respect towards it because we understand it. It says, look upon the rainbow and praise him that made it. Now, how you praising the Lord? By using a rainbow. This is how you showing your praise of the Lord, man. All right, you damn devil. It says, very beautiful it is in the brightness thereof. But when they use it for this, it turns your spirit against it. Like what the, you gonna use the, one of the ordinance of the Lord to do this, like to introduce this to the people. Like, what are you doing? It says, it compasses the heaven about with a glorious circle, and the hands of the Most High have bended it. So the Lord go to depth of putting it in the store, the biblical Bible, to show what he have did with it and allowed you to actually get your hands on it and to do this and to turn it into the use of what you want it for. The Lord gonna turn your ass and bend your ass crooked and out of place like he did you, because he know you would. The same way he bended the rainbow, he made your ass crooked and bent out of shape like that because you have defiled the things he have made good. All right, go ahead, Doc. You got it.
Kind. I guess can you finish off with that 28 then, and then let me get Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, and then Deuteronomy 23 and 17. I guess we can close it out. I got a few more, but we can close it out though after that if y'all want to.
Ecclesiastes.
It's Romans 1:28. It says that even as they did not like to retain God in that knowledge, which obviously it's talking about our people, but God gave them over to a reprobate mind. But it's a universal law, because you doing this, you got it from who? The vine of Sodom and Gomorrah, the people, the wicked, man. And Jake loved to have it. So it says God gave them over to a reprobate mind, void without judgment, to those to do those things which are not convenient. You got it.
Yeah. So he gave you over to being a reprobate mind. That goes and busts up that whole thing that Edom says, "Oh, you was born that way. You was born a Mo." No, you got turned over to that, man. You let that unclean spirit enter into you. You was burning your lust. You hate knowledge. So and now you freaked out.
Look at this. It's the spirit now. We talking about this. The brother not see. Post this in the chat.
Yeah, I got that article.
This one?
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, you're beautiful. You got it. But it's crazy we talking about that. A brother posted in the chat.
Yeah, real quick. Hold on. Right. So it says proposed Gotta be careful how I read this. Proposed California bill would brand parents abusive if they refuse to affirm their children's identity and let social workers take youngsters into care. It is wicked as hell, man.
Mm-hmm.
It says a proposed amendment to a bill in California would classify parents who refuse to affirm their child's uh, identity as abusive and could result in revoked custody. Now look who proposed this. Matter of fact, brothers could take a wild guess who proposed this bill. We're gonna show them.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
AB
Ah.
69657 was proposed by Democratic Assembly member Lori Wilson on the left, Eve, and State Senator Scott Wiener, right, Esau the devil, and amends the state family code. So you got
Amalekite.
yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
serpent, all right, Amalek, the serpent, and you got Eve, man. They're proposing a bill for the government to take your children if you don't coincide with this pride madness.
Huh?
Yeah.
Which are their children too, though. Like
Mhm.
it's Eve, it's your children. Like they're making you sign something in the law that states they could take your children. Then Eve cry and go to court and say, "Why y'all did this to me?"
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it's something like 90% of Eves support the Democratic Party, 90 to 93%. Just total madness,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah, look at that thing on the side of that, you know, Scott, what's his name? Wiener what?
Yeah, two
Yeah,
two
Scott
Edomites
Wiener.
and Eve.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit horrible, man.
And that's what this man has in store, man, for the whole world. If he was to go on another 50, 100 years, 20 years, you know, this what this man has in store, man, turning everybody into a moat. You know, and if you don't like it, he'll put you to death over it, man. You
Steal
know?
your children.
Yeah. He'll take everything from you.
Technically, he ain't stealing children. Children here is already. Fuck when you sign a birth certificate, bro. He just a devil, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
But then
know
if a
what?
man says he wants more than one wife, he's the worst thing on the earth.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh. But
Polygamy.
if you say you want,
Polygamy,
yeah,
bro.
uh-huh. Yeah, but if you want 2, 3 drag queens, and hey, guess what? You a man. You brave. You know, you the ideal American citizen, man. You know, he won't say nothing about that.
You
You know,
woman of the year, right?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
A fucking man is woman of the year. Come on, man.
Mm-mm-mm. You know what? Let's just get that Luke 17 and 28 and 29. We'll close it out with that. You know, it just gets sicker and sicker the more we go on with it, man. And we got some light articles. We ain't even brought out you know, the D Queen, you know, story time, and you know, the little D Queen kids twerking at adult parties. We ain't even brought none of that out. You know.
Yeah. This St. Luke 17, verse 28. It says, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did
Mm-hmm.
eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all.
Yeah. So that day's coming again. Lot 2.0, man. You know, where that fire and brimstone is gonna come down and rain and destroy every little piece of garbage that's left here. You know, and I'm talking about people. You know, the trash, man. You know, all y'all gonna be burnt, man, to a nuclear crisp. You know, so like just like I was in black days, everybody was partying, having, drinking, you know, having a good old time, marrying, still having kids, but you know, living that lifestyle, you know, that Sodom and Gomorrah was known for. You gotta annihilate it, and this time it's gonna get nuclear annihilated, man, with the same, you know, the fire and brimstone that's coming, and there's nothing that can be done about it because this place is, you know, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man. You know, so it has the same garbage back then, and it's going on today, and it's gonna be cleansed up here real soon, man. You know, and all praise to YAHAWASHI for that. You know, like it was vexing having to listen to the conversation of these degenerates and having to look at it, man. You know, it's time to get the hell out of here. And we know you're gonna get paid back for all this garbage that you pushed, E. You know, it's gonna be no naked bike runs in the kingdom. You know, there's not gonna be no red dress weekend. None of that garbage, man. You know, real man is gonna get in charge, man. No store boy, you know.
Okay.
You know, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and close it out, man. You know, we pray this video was edifying, and you know, and this pride madness, you know, true man of the Lord against it, you know, and we're gonna stand up firm in what we believe in, you know. So we get out of here and we're gonna say all praises and glory to Yahweh,
Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, bahakadash.
the honors the apostles and elders of Word Millstone. Peace and blessings to the students. Y'all can push this truth out of the word. Shalawam. Keep pushing. Shalawam.
Shalawam.
Shalom.
Bob a ball.
Bob Paul.